Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. This is the Daily Tarot for Wednesday, the 8th of December 2021. I've shuffled, so I'll cut. This is a major arcana reading. World in reverse. The Lovers in the upright. And Strength in the reverse. Okay, the first thing that came to my mind when I saw World in reverse then is that you already have the world. You already have the world. And you can choose whatever you want. Whatever you want. All roads are open to you. The Lovers used to be called the Choice. I very rarely see this card in terms of relationships. It's very early in the tarot cycle, card number 6. It's the first thing we do when we act is we choose to do this and not all the other that's that we could do. We look at all the possibilities and we zero in on one. The wave of potential collapses down into the particle of choice and game on. That's how it works for us. It's the most fundamental thing we do is the exercise of will, the passing, the dividing between this and that. Want this, don't want that, or 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 that, etc. It's all there for us. Strength in the reverse here. I'm seeing this very much today in this reading as the struggle for mastery of one's gut instinct and one's unreasonable, wild nature. I mean, there's a place for that, but it mustn't rule us. If it rules us, then we're not in charge. And that's what this card is about. That's the nature of the change represented by this card number 11, is about the adult in us tempering and getting control of the child in us, the inner rampant toddler. This is done in the case of this reading. We have everything we want. And it doesn't matter which way we choose. We already have the world, and we are not a danger to ourselves as a result of our choices. Okay. Whatever we choose, we are not choosing out of some unmediated, immature, knee-jerk reaction. We're choosing it because we can. Okay. High Priestess. Okay. The great book. We are in that book. We are that book. We are the book, the reading of the book, and the content of the book. And that goes for all of us. And this is not about some kind of, inflated ego that it's all about us. But I mean, in a way, it is all about us. It's all about me. It's all about you. It's all about this one. It's all about that one. And there is equality of being the centre of the universe. If we are all the centre of the universe and we accept each other as the centre of the universe, then everything opens up. Do you see what I'm saying? There is not just one centre. There is an infinite number of centres. Okay, this is wonderful, beautiful, spiritual peace, essentially, of the self, within the self, by the self. This is just lovely. Okay. Tower in the reverse. We are no longer frightened. We are no longer afraid of force majeure, as it's illustrated in this card. The kind of change illustrated here. I mean, there's, I'll talk about this in a sec, but the kind of change illustrated here, what upsets the apple cart here, is not our own unreasonable, stampy footy, tantrumy, throwy kind of impulses. This is force majeure. This is just a force of nature. Nobody could control this. And the lesson and the kind of the challenge of this card is, how do we cope when all our plans, all our structures, all our security, all our sense of what is established, firm foundation, all of it, built, sorted, lovely, tiggity-boo, schmack. How do we cope with that? What next? Okay. I think what's next is the star. But anyway, again, in the reverse. We're done being afraid of that. We're done. It's like, yeah, whatever. I mean, it's not that we know something like that lightning bolt can never happen. It's more profound than that. It's that we know it can happen at any time. And knowing that, really knowing that, destroys the fear of it. Okay, there's no fear here. There's no fear of self. There's no fear of nature. Others, in a sense. Oh, and death in the reverse. You see, in a way, when we have gained mastery over the self, and again, it's the same thing. It's not about, oh, you know, I've kind of got it all under grips. I've got a grip. I've got a grip. I've got a grip. It's not that. It's like, yeah, I know that this unreasonable, stampy footy, toddler, tantrumy kind of thing exists within me. I know it does. I don't condemn it, and I don't celebrate it. I accept it for what it is, and I manage it. Then it ceases to be problematic. Those kind of dark corners, those impossible to really put your finger on impulses, cease to be problematic, because you are neither condemning them nor glorifying them. So the kind of charge goes out of them. The charge has gone out of this lightning, because we don't fear it anymore. I mean, why would you fear something that you fully accepted? There's nothing more to fear. And in a sense, there is an overcoming of the fear of death in this. Card number 13, partway through the tarot cycle. This is not the end. This is not the end. There's further to go, having accepted this. And I was looking at a post on social media earlier from a hypnotherapist friend of mine, and talking about working with anxiety, people's anxieties, about what could happen. And I was going to comment on it, but I thought I'd leave it. I was going to comment, well, you could say to people, well, what's the worst that could happen? Well, the worst that could happen is you could die. Okay? Well, that is definitely going to happen. So you've overcome the worst, because you've fully accepted that that is going to happen. And in a sense, the phrase, the quote, death, where is thy sting? Death, where is thy sting? Inner child, where is thy power to control my life? Force of nature, where is thy force to destroy what I have built? World, where art thou? Thou art here. Right. I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.